Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Poetry of Justice show, guys. So, we are here. We've got some exciting things going on today. We have the amazing ladies of the chat with us today. So, you know what we do here, guys, on the Poetry of Justice show? We just select, I'm just going to cut to the chase, what they call courageous conversation, boldness. You got to just be ready. It's 2025. It's all the way live and all kind of stuff is going on. So much tea time to talk about too. So I'm just going to just go ahead and switch it off over here to Lori G, the Benefactor. And Lori, do you mind doing our intros for us today?
I would love to do our intros today because this is an incredible show for me. I'm with my family, right?
Yeah.
And I'm with my girls that we have known each other a lifetime, just about. So to be able to check in with the ladies of the chat is always wonderful. But we have a very exciting special guest with us here today, who has been around forever, but in a good way, right? So we have Miss Meredith Gaines.
Well, thank you. I am excited to be here. When you guys asked me, I was like, oh my goodness. I was a little nervous, a little shaky, but this is awesome. I've always watched the show with you guys. And I was like, this is some fun stuff. You guys got some very good information. But I've known you ladies for quite some time. I was just doing the kid count. I was like, why do we have all our kids at the same time? We got married and had kids and got jobs and all that fun stuff at the same time. So I am truly honored to be here.
Well, we are so glad you are here. How are you today, Sheli C?
I am great. I'm ready to go on vacation.
Shelley's out of here.
Out of there. Like, where you going?
Out of
Out of
here.
there.
Oh, girl, I cannot wait to get to the Bahamas and Cozumel.
Oh, wow.
All right. When is
Do you feel the
this?
sun shining on
Coming
you?
up.
Next week, girl.
Next
I'm
week.
already looking at the weather. I got 5 bathing suits, 4 cover-ups. I'm ready. All water shoes, flip-flop, and girl.
Ready like free.
No makeup
Oh, you're going to have such a good
and
time.
lots of drinks.
There you go.
Yay!
Lots of drinks.
A pool and
Well,
a
that's
drink is
exciting.
always
Exactly.
so much fun.
Tequila.
Always lots of
Tequila.
Tequila, keep it coming.
And Tanya Michelle, how's it going?
I am doing good. I think the week started off a little rough, with all the things going on in the world that were kind of unprecedented. But, at the end of that week, you're like really grateful for the things that you have and just grateful and thankful. So I have no complaints. I have no complaints.
I agree. I pick up on that theme of gratefulness, particularly in the light of all of the Los Angeles wildfires. It really, at least for me, and I know you and I have chatted, and Jackie and I have chatted. It takes a moment for you to take a pause, right, and for you really to do an accounting of the blessings that you have bestowed upon you, but also to be able to find that hope within the space where everything is lost, right? So I am very grateful for that, and grateful along those lines about the idea of sisterhood, right? And the powerfulness of that. And I think that's going to focus a little bit on our conversation today, the power of sisterhood, particularly in the African American community, right? Where there's questions about the strength of that or the lack thereof. And I'm very excited to hear what you ladies think about that. But as you know, here on the POJ show, we always got to get our tea time in, right?
Shelley C.
So our tea time is that it's really a lot of what's going on, what's happening now. And so if you have any tea, we just want you to dump it here on the table. And we always kick it off with Miss Sheli C. She is the Rhoda
Tea
Barrett
expert.
of
I'm a
reporting.
little behind on my tea, but I just want to know what y'all think about Nelly and Snoop performing at
And
the
Rick Ross,
and
dog.
Rick Ross at
Rick Ross. I didn't hear about
Rick Ross
Ross.
at the inauguration.
Absolutely unacceptable.
Oh,
Are we
unequivocally.
Unacceptable.
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 I really do think it's about money.
Absolutely.
Because I know Snoop would not do this shit for free.
No.
I know that.
Right.
I don't know about Rick Ross and Nelly, but I do know, like, even when he has those little, like, the black kids for Trump, like the college kids and the blacks for Trumps, when they holding the thing, all those people are being paid
Does
because
green
he cannot.
equal coon?
Huh?
In this case, does green equal
Yes, it
coon?
does. Because
Ooh,
you could
that's
not pay
really
me
harsh.
any amount of money to
I'm stepping
say
in
to
faith.
I
do
wonder
it.
why they were picked, though.
Why they would pick.
Why he would pick them. Why they were chosen?
I feel like they're
Probably
pawns.
because some people said
Yeah.
no.
Absolute
said what?
pawns. I feel like they're pawns.
Pawns.
They're being used.
They're
And
being-
where my dad used to say, all money ain't good money.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And that's
true.
not good money
That's
at
not
all.
good money at
At all.
all.
It's almost like career suicide in a case, because I can't see me, supporting you any longer. If that's
I don't care how much
the
money
route
it
that you're
is.
gonna go.
Yeah, I don't care how much money it is. I'm gonna stay part of the 92%, but we'll get to that.
I don't know. I don't know. I could see Nelly maybe, because I think he's not really.
He a new
He's kinda-
dad. He got to get paid.
He's got. Oh, I didn't know he was a new dad.
He a new dad, and I think she's expecting again.
I think
Dollars
she
and
is.
cents. Dollars and
Mhm.
cents.
But I know Snoop has been on this wave of like
Everything from
reinventing
Gucci,
himself,
Mhm.
and
from Gucci
really
to
making
like
himself
all the
relevant.
big names.
Stewart.
I think he's even done
Making Mobo.
Tiffany.
Mhm.
I think he's done Tiffany too.
Yeah.
He's everywhere you see Corona. You see him on
Yeah,
everything.
he's everywhere.
He's everywhere. But
T-Mobile
I would say
commercials.
if I was him, I would be like, it stops right here. Though it had to stop right here. But then, do you think there's some type of threat of maybe thinking that their career would end? Because it's really gonna end with me.
And I
You
feel the
ain't never
same way.
gonna like no more. Would you?
That's
It's
harsh.
not going to end for me.
I'm not
because
going to
it's getting
mute-
hot in
I'm
here,
It's definitely
I
gonna
gotta bust
diminish.
it out.
I'm not gonna
It's
mute
gonna
him. I can't say
Right,
that. I can't
I'm
say
just
I'm not
wondering.
gonna,
I'm just saying. Yeah.
I'm not gonna mute him, but I'm cool on him. Like
Right,
I'm
I
not.
got you.
I'm cool. I'm cool on you. Like I'm not gonna rush out and buy your stuff. No. Will I listen to it? Yeah, but I'm not. It's not gonna be like I was a huge Snoop fan. Like you just couldn't. Even when he was doing T-Mobile. Don't give it away too soon, T-Mobile. You know what I mean? Like now, all of a sudden, you just giving it away too soon. Like you just giving it away. So I'm
But
cool.
people still listen to R. Kelly, and so when we talk about offenses, right?
Mhm.
People still listen to R. Kelly, and he molested children, women, girls.
Mhm.
If
I didn't
Snoop-
say I
Snoop-
was gonna mute him. I said I'm cool on it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm cool on R. Kelly.
As far as me, I'm
I'm
done
cool on
with the
Diddy.
support of it all. So if there's a concert and I know that you're going to generate finances from it, then you won't get my finances.
Tickets, yeah.
from
I'm
it.
not buying no ticket.
I would.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the support.
I
I'm
never
not
did
gonna give
anyway.
him.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Snoop
Well, I
concerts.
might if he was performing with Dre, if it was something old school or they was all getting
That's true.
together, I might support in that way.
That's true.
Or if he's part of a whole concert, if he's maybe the opening act for somebody that I really like,
Mhm.
I don't know. But at
That's
that
true.
point, I'm a second think purchasing a ticket
Mhm.
because now I just feel you dirty.
Crip suit. I wonder if he gonna wear the big.
Oh,
The Crip,
his
Roller
attire.
insignia.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm ready to. I'm
Right?
trying to
Or
rationalize
is he gonna
it.
wear a
Maybe.
cape with a hood?
It's
I'm
the
trying to
money.
understand, but
Where
maybe
route are
it's
you gonna
like
go?
Right.
this is inevitable. He's gonna be in office,
Yeah.
and like, hey, I'm
He
making
making other
myself
doors lay
relevant.
open
But
for
didn't
him.
I
And so
catch
maybe
somebody
these other
saying
doors will open.
didn't somebody send a clip where he was saying that he would never, or all these people selling out to perform for him wasn't there a video for that?
Yeah.
A
Remember
video
him when
that-
he was on
Do
the
we
F Donald
know?
Trump
Do
thing?
we
Remember he was on
know
that?
that if
Wow.
someone committed to the inauguration for Kamala, that they still had to stick with it? Do we know how that goes? No, like for performers or
Mm.
no, they shouldn't have to.
This was last minute. Because no, there
Well,
was
I'm
no.
sure
I
there
promise
was
to
other
if you
artists
win.
that were probably approached
Right.
Mhm.
and they declined.
You
I'm
think so?
sure there were.
Oh, a lot of people.
absolutely.
Especially on
So you
Martin
don't
Luther King
think
Day.
Snoop was
I
an
think that's
A-lister?
another thing.
No.
Am I tripping? Does it always fall on King Holiday?
I think it does. It's always like I think King Holiday is a little late this year, maybe. Because King Holiday is usually around about the 15th-ish.
And it wasn't on a Monday, so they had to roll it to
so
the
they roll
subsequent
it,
Monday.
right. And then I think inauguration is always like the 20th, the 21st of January.
that first month, that
Yeah.
third Monday.
I don't know. I find it a little
It just didn't
ironic
land right that
it's
way.
on Martin Luther King's-
Conspiracy theories, right?
Mm.
It makes you
I
side eye
don't
it.
know.
It makes you side eye it.
I mean,
It
just
does.
it's
It
like
definitely makes you
does.
sad.
Like the whole thing with the Haitians and the Central Park Five. Oh, you couldn't even speak to me. I would no.
Right.
I wouldn't even mop your floor. No,
Mm.
I wouldn't
Ladies
even
in
be
the
sitting in
chat,
there.
you guys are rough.
Michelle says she is so not going. Barack is going. Michelle is like, miss me.
Barack was like, Michelle was like, miss me at Carter's funeral, and she loved Jimmy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I'm
Mhm.
good. Michelle Obama didn't go.
No,
Mhm.
it
Sure
comes
did
to a
not.
point where you just
Girl.
like, I'm not gonna
Oh, you
fake
gotta
it.
stop.
And you saw where they placed Obama. He and
Next to Trump.
the orange guy.
Yeah,
sat
they sat
right
next
next
But
to
he's
each
so
other.
classy.
He is.
Yeah,
he is.
so
That's why I say he
classy.
gonna go in there.
And
just
I
show out.
love the fact that she allows him to be him. Like if you wanted to go, you go.
You go.
I'm
And
not going to
he
do it, and it doesn't
allows
cause
her
any
To
strife.
be her.
To
yeah,
be
and
her.
that's so important.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah.
Oh,
If you
man,
be
I
like,
didn't
you
know
going,
she
'cause
didn't
I'm
go.
cool, I ain't going.
The covenant is strong.
Yeah.
The covenant is strong.
But Jimmy
Absolutely.
Carter didn't do anything.
Sometimes you just can't fake the funk, particularly if you're going through menopause.
Yeah.
But we don't want to talk about that, Jackie.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
sit
that's a
here
whole
and
nother show,
because
right?
he's gonna do exactly what he did with Barack. He gonna key ha with me, and then I'm just gonna be like, no.
Don't open that door, Jackie.
Then it's gonna be a scene.
It should be about President Carter and not about
Yeah.
Trump, right? You're going there to pay
It
your last
should.
respects to the tenure of a former president who, was a pretty good president.
He
Yeah,
was a very
he was.
decent
He
president.
was.
Yeah.
But Michelle did say that she would never be able to deal with Trump based on the fact that he put her family
In danger.
in danger.
Mhm.
So
This is the
her
real
thing
deal.
is, I'm
This
not going to
is
sit here and
roots,
fake
y'all.
like my husband and laugh
Being
at
dramatic.
your shit. I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
So I better not go because then it's going to be a scene. It's not going to be about the funeral. It's going to be about me and you. So
Oh, you know
Now,
that.
did you guys watch the part of the Carter services?
I
Because there
couldn't.
was a bit on CNN where they were discussing Kamala Harris and her disposition.
She was pissed off at Barack because he was talking to her. That one.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. I
So
just
they
heard
say.
that last bit, and I didn't.
I saw
see
the
it.
video clippings. And
Okay,
stuff.
so
But
she was
see,
mad
she-
at
mad.
Barack was
she
talking to Kamala.
So Kamala
Talking to
comes.
Trump.
So Barack is talking to Trump. Trump and them are sitting next to each other, and Kamala walks in, and whatever they were talking about, it rendered some laughing, and Kamala's like, she's looking back like, just uncomfortable, like, what's going on? I'm
Male to
assuming,
male bonding.
but but when you look at Barack, he's such a class above a lot of people.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you ain't gonna let
at the
this
end of the
fool
day,
get
what does it
Mhm.
hurt you to speak to somebody that you don't like?
You,
and
No, it
again,
doesn't.
menopause.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
But-
But look what he turned it
Next
into.
show.
That's the problem. Look what Trump turned it into. Trump turned it into like,
A
oh,
brawl.
look, me and Barack are like buddy. Like on his page, he was bragging about the fact that him and Barack were laughing. He always turns it into something
'Cause
about
that's what
him.
narcissists do.
Well,
That's what
that's
narcissists do.
social media, man.
So
He's
the
all
whole
reality.
thing is like
I
I
like it
get Michelle. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fake it. And if you say something crazy to me, it's not gonna be about the funeral no more.
She
It's
looks
not-
like Shelley. Shelley,
Huh?
she sounded a
That
lot
would be
like
Shelley.
you right
Shelley
now.
couldn't fake it.
Who
You
what?
would- I said your personalities are sounding in alignment right now
Mhm.
because I don't see you trying to fake it.
Oh hell no.
You ain't gonna try it.
And I would be looking at him like, are you talking to this fool? Like really, I would be looking at him. Are you really talking to
but
this
she
fool?
knows him.
Yeah, she
him.
knows him, but I would have said that to my
Mhm.
husband. I would have been like, "Are you really talking to that fool?" I'd have looked at him and said that in front of everybody.
Mhm.
And then
I-
his
I would've-
little stripper wife over there
Stripper.
turning the page with that big ass collar
Uh-uh.
and looking snooty. I'm like, oh my god, they are
It's
just
the
a
whole
joke.
scene. The
It's a
whole
joke.
scene.
He's
yeah.
disrespectful. Why are you even talking? And that's why I think Kamala looked back there. I don't think she was mad because him and Barack were
She was
laughing, but
annoyed.
she was looking at the disgust, like the nerve of this
The
fool.
annoyance.
Now you trying to be friends with everybody.
Right.
This
You act like
motherfucker-
nothing.
like nothing, and you just try to steal the election twice. Like really?
Well, he won again now, so it's okay. You know
Hmm.
how spoiled kids are. Oh, I got my way again.
But talking or speaking
being
about
dramatic.
Kamala Harris, did you hear about the comments Biden made that he could have won the election if he had stayed in the race, and how that impacted Kamala Harris?
If
Everybody
I,
heard.
if I coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are we talking
right.
about that now?
You couldn't even stand up there and stay straight. You was taking Dimetap or something. You couldn't even.
I feel
But they
like-
set it
Falling
up so
asleep
she
on
can
the
run the
podium.
race. So that's
It is what it is.
it is. What it is.
She
They-
did it. She had her
She-
time to shine. Can't nobody take
Right.
it away from her. Beyonce was at her spot. So I'm
Right.
saying,
Right.
Yeah. You
Right.
you got to get it
right.
where you can.
But she felt, I mean, again, I
Disrespect.
haven't
Of
heard
course she
anything
felt
from her,
slighted.
but from her camp says she felt
Sleepy
slighted
Joe.
when he said that she stood up behind him, and maybe to her detriment. Remember when they asked her
Thank
head
you,
on,
Joe.
what would you change from the Biden administration
Mhm.
if you could? And she supported him and said, I wouldn't change anything.
She was
Yeah.
lying.
Right. But
Doing
then
that
he
always.
kind of backpedaled on her to
Let-
say, oh, well, I could have won it if you guys didn't put
But
Kamala
is that
forward.
not
Typical,
what
right?
the government does? They don't tell you the truth.
Right.
They
Mhm.
That's
sugarcoat.
right.
They use things to their advantage. So
Yes.
as much as I love her, she's government, and you're not going to
Yeah.
always get an honest answer. You're just not.
You know,
It's not.
not with politics.
No.
I just want to understand why what's all the hate about on her? I don't get it.
Hate for
Just hate
Kamala?
for her running, hate for anything that she says. Oh, she didn't give us enough information. We don't know, but the other fool could just say, "Oh, I have a concept of a plan." You know,
which is never defined.
which was never. It still isn't defined.
It still isn't defined.
Oh, I'm looking for the eggs to go
I
down.
can give you 2 reasons.
What happened to the eggs and the economy
The
and
color of her skin,
and she's a female.
and she's a female.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's the reason why she didn't win. And
Absolutely.
I cannot believe. I'm sorry. I'm talking for the 8%. The 8% that just hate on her. Like, why? Why?
Well, a lot of, remember that one time, Lori, a few shows back, some individuals from the black male community,
yes.
Oh, we know the black
even in
man.
LA, they felt like F her. She didn't do anything for us. When she was a prosecutor, she sent all the homies upstate.
She was a
it
prosecutor.
was-
she did her job.
She did her
They don't want to
job.
hear none of that.
No.
Yeah, they don't want to hear
They
it,
don't
but
wanna
I'm
hear
just
none
saying,
of
what was I
that.
supposed to
They
do?
just
So
don't,
if
for
I
whatever reason.
didn't, now it's like I'm letting everybody get away with everything. So it's like you can't win.
can't win.
In politics, you cannot win. It's always, and if you're a woman, and I'm sorry, if you black or whatever, brown or whatever, you can't win. Just like our mayor, the mayor of Los Angeles, she can't win. They're sitting up there talking about all these people are DEI because they're female. DEI, in their opinion, is because you're not a white male. Well, DEI doesn't mean that I'm not qualified.
Facts.
For example, our girl, Kamala Harris, she's more qualified than the fool that's up there now. She took the stairs up to the presidency. What this fool do? Run bankrupt 6 times. And trying to run the United States like a business.
And let's not talk of that. He's a convicted felon.
And he is a convicted felon
felon.
who has been convicted of sexual assault and all the other stuff that he has done. But it's okay for him to do all that. But let that have been Barack or let that have been Kamala.
Totally
That's all I
different
gotta
turnout.
say.
Totally different turnout.
Absolutely.
It's different terms on how who gets to run and what you're being held to. If Barack had 4 or 5 baby mamas, if Barack had been a convicted felon, he was trying to make it like he wasn't even born in the United States. He was born in Hawaii. He would, like Michelle said, my husband would have been under the jail. So standards are just different. And so I have a hard time being okay with a white male running the United States. I do.
Well, you might have to prepare for 4 white males running the United States.
Elon Musk.
Because now he's got Elon Musk and he's got is it Steve Zuckerman, the Facebook dude? He's got him. And there was another person they were talking about. Like Russia has these, I don't know the name of the rich billionaire
It's like a quartet,
men,
something like that.
that really run Russia. Yeah, they're positioning themselves here with Trump to be these financial backers that support and really kind of control what the government does.
I thought Elon, there's something came on that Elon was pissed off at Trump about something recently.
Girl,
Well, it don't
They don't
take
make
much.
it up, right?
It
all
doesn't
he gonna
take-
do, all he got to do
He was last seen
is show
at
the money.
Mar-a-Lago.
All he's got to do is show the money because Trump has had to pay so many different people money. That woman that he sexually assaulted, he's got to pay her. He's got to pay for what his convictions in New York. So yes, Elon is going to be able to get him out of trouble. Elon is going to give him the money, and as long as he's doing this, Trump is going to listen.
And I did hear, I don't know if this is true, that Musk and he runs X, right? And then Zuckerman with his platforms, they are going to revisit their policy on fake posting.
there is no
there was
revisit.
a
He let it
censoring.
go.
They let it go?
He let it go.
Was that
He was
true?
like he's not
There's
going to.
no what does they call it? Checking.
No,
They
fact
check-
checking. Yeah, he let go of the
checking.
whole. He let go of the whole team for fact checking.
The
There
whole
is-
team.
The whole
So now
team.
there's no more fact
No
checking.
more fact checking.
Now who does that sound like?
That's Trump.
Hey,
Again, that's
This
what
is it.
narcissists
Because he
do.
wants to be able to tell you stuff over, and he said it. If you listen to him, he wants to be able to tell you stuff over and over again until you believe it.
programming
Until you believe it.
and brainwashing.
And so that's why I don't sit there and listen to that fool. Because that's what he wants to do is sit there and lie to you and you believe it.
I agree. Totally agree. It's actually pretty scary because you have
So,
some people
yeah.
who will sit and listen to it and then begin
Who's
to
going to
believe
go
it.
against
They
Trump
do.
now? He's got the world's richest man at his right side. Who's going to go against him now? If you want to keep your Facebook, you want to keep your platform, you want to still keep your money, your 1%, you being part of that 1%, you got to join them. You can't beat them.
You
That
gotta
is
kiss the
why
ring,
Rick
huh?
Ross and Snoop Dogg
Exactly.
are at the
Platform.
inauguration.
But
Exactly.
I also think this is a time where your faith comes in and prayers should be in multiple, because we're not going to be able to change it. The nation voted.
Right.
The nation voted.
But he won by a landslide.
And he won by a
He
landslide.
did.
So that says a lot to what people
Whole
were
lot.
saying
They
to
could give
your
a dog
face.
on a bus. So
Right.
what about
Well,
the
I
so
think
many
it
people
says a
so
lot.
what
I
about
think
the
we were. I
rape?
think we were saturated by California saying stuff, but the nation really
whole.
voted. I
Right.
mean, and it was
And
by
didn't
landslide.
vote.
And the Bible says that you have to respect the leaders of the
Of
land,
the land
and
of the law.
pray
Yes.
and pray. So we can't change anything at this point.
Mm-mm.
But I'm
Mm-mm.
telling you, if people don't get on their knees and pray,
Mm-hmm. Oh, most definitely. I'm praying for the United States because we in trouble. I'm praying for the
But
United
do
States.
you think other countries look at the U.S. and laugh at us?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
I
Oh,
think
yes.
so.
Absolutely.
They are
And
now
President
standing
Trump
up.
says it's because of everything that Kamala was doing.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
I think they have. I think they have more respect for him than they would have for Kamala.
Yeah.
In as far as other countries and
I,
stuff.
I don't
Putin
think
and all
so.
them. I do. For
Well,
and all
Putin
them.
loves
But
him.
Donald Trump is a fool. He'd be like, you know what? This is your house. Do one more thing. I'm gonna blow that shit up. I think men deal with men differently than women. We're sitting here talking about she was a black woman,
Yeah, ain't not
but we
letting
can't
that
say that
happen.
men will respect her as much as another white man. It's just
Oh
not gonna happen.
no.
Never.
It's
I'm
just not gonna happen.
I'm just
Never.
no. I don't think they'll respect her. But I'm saying
Never.
I
Let's be
don't
honest,
think
we at the
I
bottom
don't
of
think
the
that
telephone
they
in that
respect
regard.
they respect
true.
Donald running the United States. I don't think so.
I think that they will respect him more than her.
Oh yeah, more than her. Yeah,
They're
most
not
definitely
gonna,
because he's white and he's male.
they're not gonna punk us as easy as they would try to punk her.
Her, yeah.
I think
Because
they
that's
would have
just a mi-
dummied down her
They would have dummied
expertise.
down her.
Totally would
they
have
sure
dummied down
did.
her
And they would have
expertise.
taken advantage of it. They would
Yep.
have taken advantage of the emotions of women.
But you know what? You speak about the law of the land and how many people voted for Trump, but don't forget about the people that did not vote. There's a
But
lot of people,
but they
people
still
that
need to
did
be
not vote.
praying. Whoever they vote.
No. I'm still saying that there's a lot of people
Yeah.
that sat it out and did not vote.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So,
didn't vote. Period.
Period.
Period. Right.
Yes.
There was
Which
no
Remember
was a
the
lesser of
two
two
vote. That's a
evils for
vote for
them.
Trump.
That's which is
That's a
vote
vote for Trump.
Which is a vote for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that from Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He said a no vote is a vote for Trump.
That's
Right.
right.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I think. What do you think about? You know how they had all the late night comedians, Jimmy Fallon and Kimmel and all those guys. The dude Mayer, I've forgotten his first name, but they do those late night shows. Bill
Mayer.
Yes, that he really ripped into Trump his last presidency and made lots of jokes about him and totally exposed him on all of his wrongs. And so now he said this tenure, he's not going to go after him. He's not
Really?
going to be a part of his jokes.
What changed?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Reality. He's here. He's not going nowhere no time soon. And if
Mhm.
anybody slip up, your ass is grass.
Wow.
He said he's gonna go for everybody. He done told he's not. I believe
That's
it's
the
not
other
discrimination.
thing.
Not.
That's the
That's
other thing.
around.
People don't believe him.
He's dead.
I believe
People
him.
don't believe him. That
He
is
said,
so
when I get
crazy.
back, I'm coming
Oh
back.
no, he's not
Yeah.
going to do the tariffs. Oh no, he's not
He
going
was Denzel in Training Day.
just
I'm coming
told you.
after.
Oh y'all.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Right? No, really. He
Y'all
said
ain't got
that.
nothing on me.
None
That's
of it. He's
true.
like, okay,
Yeah.
keep it up. Watch. That's why they're at the inauguration. That's why.
Right there at the inauguration. That's
So it's
why
like
they're
it's
doing.
intimidation.
Look, it wasn't me.
What he
I'm
wants.
making
them.
myself relevant.
I'm Gucci.
It's
Yeah.
intimidation. It's
think it is
intimidation at its
intimidation.
It's
finest.
bullying, yeah.
Yeah.
But what was very eye-opening to me, I think because in California, sometimes we're in like-mindedness, right? It's a liberal institution and space. And I did some travel on the East Coast. And believe it or not, in New York, I just couldn't reconcile how the black men in that region really felt about Kamala Harris and how they explained away their support for Donald Trump. And that was explained by saying, oh, he's just being Trump.
They don't believe
he
it.
doesn't
That's
mean
what I
all
meant
that
by
stuff.
yeah, yes.
That's just how he exists. You know,
Yes.
that's who he is.
He about to
He's
show
just-
him right now.
And I was like, how can you not believe what a person
Says.
says?
Uh-huh.
Because he was told
He does lie a lot, but I'm just saying.
But
He
look at
does.
his track record. He incited a whole race riot
Right.
in our face,
Right.
at the Capitol.
Right.
Right.
And now you finna let them all out.
Right.
They're all,
And
all going to be
communal.
pardoned now.
Right.
So that's why.
But I just want
can
to, I'm
you
just
not
going to sit
believe it?
back like the 92% said. Just drink your tea and sit back. 92% club.
That's going to be a lot of tea.
Yeah. 92%
What-
said.
What's the saying on TikTok? Fuck around and find
Find
out.
out.
Right.
They about
That's
to.
where we are.
Which is gone. Is TikTok
No more
really
TikTok.
gone?
As of
What's
today,
happening?
right?
As of today. Well, last
Last
night.
night.
Last night they
Last
started
night.
the messaging.
They're about
Why
to.
is that though?
I get-
Because what happened?
Because the amount of information that the Chinese
knows.
have access to
Is overwhelming.
is overwhelming and could be a security risk for the United States.
Now
So
they
the
worried
thought
about that.
process
But
to-
the person in the office, I'm sorry, but the person in the office, we not worried about that.
Best
Exactly.
friends with.
And you took the words right out of my mouth. Like, come on now.
Right.
Make it
The
make
person
sense.
with the person in the office ain't a threat. We
No, he's
Not
not,
no
a threat.
more?
Not
No.
anymore.
Oh,
But
okay.
he came out, made a statement and said, I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I get in there.
See?
I might let TikTok come back.
See?
I don't know.
If they give me enough side money, if I get a kickback, you might come
Right.
back.
Just
And he's
slide this money
already
under
talking
this
to
table,
them.
I got you.
He's already talking to them right
He's
now.
already talking. He's been talking to them.
Mhm.
Well, this TikTok thing has been tied up in court for what, the
For quite some
past
time.
almost year or
Yeah.
something.
Quite some time.
Yeah.
It went out as far as to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the millennials say, it's just a bunch of Caucasian men who really don't know anything about technology and they're in their 70s and they just think we need to ban it. So that's what I've heard them say.
But what I found interesting today, I think it was Instagram. There was a mother on there, and she was talking about her daughter. Her daughter, I want to say about 10 or 11. Her daughter is going through TikTok withdrawals, like attitude
Literal.
change,
Oh.
bad attitude, talking back, and she was like, I had to what's happening here? It's TikTok.
I
These
got
kids.
an attitude myself because I would go over there to be like, what's the best recipe for this? That little gumbo collard green recipe
Yes.
came
I saw
from
that one.
TikTok.
I saw that.
Yeah.
dopamine,
A lot of stuff comes from TikTok.
The
I've learned a
dopamine,
lot.
people. It's
Well,
the click,
I have
click,
a
click, 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 click in
26-year-old
your
who's
face.
pissed.
That's the dopamine.
I have a 33-year-old that is pissed.
Because that was her get down.
Now
She
they done
did
went to
TikTok.
another
It's a form of
platform.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of
That's
people made
dopamine.
money off on TikTok.
Yeah, like
was
what
the-
happens to TikTok Shop?
Right.
Well, my thing is not even a TikTok shop. What happens to the small businesses who are running their business through?
Now you're going to be running it
TikTok?
on X or Mark.
See what I'm
That's how
saying?
people spread
But see, they
butter.
want you to
Control.
believe.
Advertisement.
Advertisement.
But they want you
And
to
branding.
believe that it's because of the information that the Chinese people can get.
I mean, but
it's
people,
not about
when you
that.
do
But
the
don't
same
they already
thing,
have the
when you be like,
information if you register for TikTok? Or am I just
Yes.
I'm just making
I
it too
ain't never gone
simplistic.
I'm saying they're making it about
It's
China
always a
getting your
bigger picture.
information. That's not what it is. Jackie hit it right on the nail. X.
It's a bigger picture.
When you tell your
Facebook.
homeboy, look,
X, Facebook.
that
And they
shit
said the only
Stop that
reason
shit.
they'll accept X.
if I ran that company and I'm the homie with the
Right.
homie,
Yeah,
And the
make
only
that
reason
disappear.
they'll
They gotta go.
accept
they gotta
TikTok
go.
is if an American buys it. That's the
Yes.
only way that they will. So they don't
Control.
want.
And then they blamed it on the algorithm.
Mhm.
How are you blaming it on the algorithm?
blame it on the
Bunch of lies.
algorithm.
Algorithm.
No.
It makes no
I
sense.
tell you, that's a lot of tea. That is a lot of tea.
Girl, that was tea and crumpets.
It was tea and crumpets. And trumpets, right?
Courageous
And
conversation.
trumpets. Right. Well, more to come, right? And I think we had an update. We had asked about the 90-day fiance show that we
okay.
had.
Mhm.
If there was any baby news. I have not yet heard of any baby news. So they're still, hoping for that to happen. So let's lift that couple up. And
Yay.
the Sanchez family and
I've
send up
never
good thoughts
watched
and
that
prayers.
show.
Oh, yeah.
have to watch
I have
it.
not watched not
It's
was a
a
good
real
one.
live
We
90-day
had one.
fiance right here on our stages.
Really?
Yes.
I'll send you the link.
Oh, please.
The
Yes.
Sanchez family.
And
They
then subscribe.
went- They went to the
Yes,
Dominican.
please subscribe, you guys.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
I've heard-
POJ
yeah,
show
subscribe.
with JackieRay. It was great.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
then we also have to see what's up because she said now that she was a little concerned about Trump getting in office.
Oh,
She was concerned about, the deportation and everything like that.
Oh, yeah,
We
because
just gonna
he
have to hide him out.
also
Don't say his name no
said-
more.
Yeah, don't
Don't say his name no
yeah.
more, because now he's on the run.
Yes.
So we can't call him.
Who's
can't
on the
call
run?
Her husband.
Oh, I ain't said his
We
name.
can't
I
say his
understand.
name. I'm being dramatic.
But-
I'm
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying, why is he? You see me looking at you? I'm like, why is he on the run? Why is he on the
But Trump
run?
said he was going to deport ICE on his first day in office.
Deploy.
He's going to deploy them to an undisclosed state.
Okay, on the real, we've been getting messages, and I know you probably have too, Shell, as a human resources professional, from SHRM, the Society of Human Resources Management, about these invasions on the job. What are managers to do when?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah,
if.
he said an
Not if.
When ICE hits
Mm-hmm.
your spot, and they're coming to those places that routinely, historically, stereotypically hire undocumented individuals.
Like agriculture.
You're out of here. So they're already letting us know as
Factory.
HR managers how to handle this as leaders.
Factory workers.
You're out of there.
Agricultural.
Might be our service industry.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
that's
So
a
what do you
industry.
do? For real?
What do you do? You
just
have to let
sit
'em
there
in?
and read the rules.
You got
You
to
see
don't
what
have a
Congress
choice.
say.
You know,
Well,
they're
you
like
just
the
stand down
DEA,
and they
you gotta
just-
let them in.
But
You
I
gotta
have,
go
I
back.
have a lot
like
of
ATM.
clients
You're like,
that
"Go
are in fear. A
You
lot
might as well
of
just
people
open
in
the
fear.
door, because if not, they're going to kick it down anyway.
They're gonna take it.
Just open the door and let
And
them
then what you
in.
gonna do? Sit there and be like, they don't run you're going too, honey. But I can
She
prove
said,
my
honey.
I
I'm
got
not
an
going.
I-9.
I got I-9.
I got an I-9, a passport,
All
global
that. You got
entry.
your
I got
I-9?
all that. So
All
don't
of the
mess with
above.
me. Mm-mm.
Wow, that's a little scary.
I don't know. That's
That's
a lot.
That's a little
It's
scary.
very
It's a lot.
scary.
It's a little scary.
A lot of businesses are going to be affected by
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'm joking, but it's the
And
truth.
Sherm sent out an announcement.
No, for real, dog.
yeah.
Like, it's like, what do you do?
So they're very worried about that.
Like,
No,
what
this
do
is
you do?
a real fact.
Yeah.
They're putting it on your radar.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're putting it on your
Mhm.
radar.
Well, I know we sent notification back in early December to our international students that went home for the holidays
Mhm.
to tell them that they must be back in the U.S. before the 20th of January.
There's no
Otherwise, we
guarantees.
don't know. There's no
What's
guarantee.
gonna
Like
happen.
Chico,
What could
Chico
happen?
DeBarge.
No guarantee.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that
I know
song.
you did. Love
No
that song.
guarantee.
I need a drink after that.
I know. Oh, my goodness. Well, is there any other lighter tea out there? No? Some
This is
chamomile,
heavy.
a lot of
This is heavy.
or some,
Heavy.
what is some Earl Grey tea. Some
Yeah,
little
that was
things is
some-
not as,
That
not
just
as
that,
deep.
it's just a testament to where the climate of this culture, or with the climate of this country is. It's a bit scary.
It is
It's
very
really
scary.
A bit scary. And I'm with Tanya. We need to definitely pray. We're going to
Yes,
pray
so-
ourselves
we do.
through
Mhm.
these next 4 years, because we're going to see some things that are it's jaw dropping.
Yeah, God
The
is in
things that
control.
He's going to do.
God is in control. It's going to be a lot of jaw dropping stuff,
Oh, absolutely.
especially the fools that voted for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're going to really see. I think they're going to really see. They don't believe it. Like one fool got on the platform talking about, oh, I thought they were going to get rid of
Say it
Obamacare.
again. This crazy woman. She said she could get her some bleaching cream. So
Heavens.
silly. Oh, gosh.
Hey, it'll work.
It'll
It'll work.
All
But
I know
speaking
is the
of
Bible
dramatic.
says when you're a Christian, the things that are affected by the regular world, you should not be affected by.
Right, that's right.
And so I have to believe that.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to
I
stand on
have
it.
to I have to believe that and stand on that. And I cannot let my faith waver.
Yeah.
And so I cannot get into the idiosyncrasies of everything that's going, because whatever we say, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But what matters is that God is faithful.
He is.
And you just continue to pray.
Most definitely. We need
And,
prayer. We need prayer. Please
Amen,
pray, people.
sister.
Pray.
And
Amen.
that's
We need prayer.
And that's
We need
where I
prayer.
put that pen right there.
Which segues us, I think, very nicely into sisterhood. Because it sounds like we're going to need some of those sisterhood and brotherhoods to
Mhm.
kind of get through
Mhm.
through this component. So when you think about your life, your journey, your future, what are your thoughts and how do you define sisterhood?
Well, I think I could pick this one up. Sisterhood to me is family. It's literally family. I have been extremely blessed
Mhm.
when it comes to the friend circle, sister friend, sister gal circle. I have my mother affectionately named us as the Lifers. So we're just that. We've been friends since elementary school, through middle school, through high school, through now adults. We've seen babies be born, weddings, showers, divorces, baby daddy, mama, all the fun things of life, promotions and jobs and things of that nature. But I literally have 5 ladies that if I look like I'm about to drop a tear, they're right there, right there. And just friends in general, like Mimi, our mutual friend, great friend. And those, sometimes you have those friends that you don't necessarily have to talk to daily. You don't necessarily have to see them frequently, but when you see them, you pick right back up
There you
where
go.
you dropped off. Literally where you dropped off. I have a girlfriend in Seattle. Awesome friend. Awesome friend. So I have to say, the friend circle it's a blessing. It's a blessing. They, our parents used to talk about the village. And that is truly a case because we've raised each other's kids. Now our kids are, they pushed us to the side. Now they have their own group chat and they do things on their own, and they call themselves the cousins, and so it's a wonderful thing to have. But it takes a lot. You have to know how to be a friend, and a lot of
Definitely.
people don't know how to be a friend.
That's an excellent viewpoint. I never thought of that. I wonder if I'm one of those people. I guess so. Maybe not. You guys are still here. So
We're still
maybe
here.
I'm a pretty
It is. So do you think you say that we have to know how to be a friend? And there's a lot of folks who say that it is hard to maintain female relationships, right? That that things get into that. I have a friend who I was talking to over the weekend who shared that her cousin ended up dating, it wasn't her husband, but dating her long-term partner secretly behind her back. And she found out and is just devastated because this was not just her cousin, but like her friend circle and her friend group. So I don't know. Why does stuff like that happen? Right?
You have to go with people are going to be who they are. And you can't be responsible for other people and their actions. You were a good friend to her. Clearly, she was not a good friend to you. Your loss.
And just because she was your cousin doesn't mean there was loyalty, right? Your friends in your friend group could be more loyal to you than your cousin. I have a close cousin, and I don't have that issue with her, but some people, family doesn't mean that they're loyal, so people have no boundaries sometimes.
And it's that saying, I take it back to my dad again. Your parents used to say things to you and it didn't make sense when you were smaller or younger. But my dad used to always say, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family.
That's very
and
true.
that's a true statement. Sometimes your friends are much better to you than your family. Sometimes your friends will show up quicker than your family.
That's very
That
true.
is very true. So
That's
with your lifers group, did you picked them at a very young age, right? You said in elementary school.
Some of us
right?
have been friends since elementary. We all have been friends since high school.
Since high
And
school.
from high school, we are to this day the best of friends. Hi, lifers.
So has there been any conflict or any challenges with that? Or was it just that how many are in the group?
It's 6 of us total.
That the 6 of you just all came together and were like-minded and
Very
and that worked.
like-minded. Our parents, of course, when we were in elementary school and high school, they cultivated a lot of the friendships because, play dates and, we went to Catholic school. So I would have to say our parents in the beginning stages of that. But once we got to high school, it just took over. It just took over and we've just supported each other. Now, have we had conflicts? Absolutely. We've had conflicts, but we know how to work through the conflicts. We know how to talk and we know each other's boundaries. Nobody is trying to, upstage anyone. We know each other's personalities. We know when somebody is not, if they're off kilter and she's not sounding good today. Let's talk about it. So just cases like that. Now, have we ever had like a stump down, drag out fight? No. Have we ever not talked to each other? No. Absolutely not. And again, it's a blessing because you don't meet too many
Mm-hmm.
women who can support each other's good and bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's everything is not roses at all times. We've had, like I said, we've gone through, trying marriages. We've gone through, these kids. Let's just talk about these grown kids and how they were trying. So, we're there to support each other through the good and the bad, through the illness, through the sickness, through the. In 1 year, 3 of us out of the 6 of us, 3 of us lost our parents. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot. Oh,
That's a lot. You don't understand what it is for your parents to close their eyes. You don't know that until they do.
Until they do.
So
Wow.
that's a lot. So we're there. We're there to to stand in the gap.
Girl.
Literally stand in the gap. But and like I said, I've been blessed with an awesome friend circle outside of the lifers. I still have my work friends. I have church friends. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. And that's again, we don't talk every day, but we pick right back up
where we left off.
Where we left off. And I think that's a testament to you as a person. Like you're confident with yourself, which makes you confident to be around other Black women who maybe don't have as much as you, or maybe have way more
than you.
than you. But I'm not intimidated by that.
No, no. And that's a real friend.
love.
I have some lifers too. I have some from grade school, even kindergarten, that I still talk to. And like you said, we pick up right where we left off. And I do know that if I pick up the phone for either one of them, even if I haven't talked to them in a while, they'll be there.
Right. Right. I'm coming.
Like the other day, we met for a luncheon, and it was amazing that all of my high school friends, the ones that I hung out with, we sat down and I'm like, this is 40 years of friendship, you guys and girls.
Wow.
Like, and it's amazing. But the ones that stick with you, those are the ones I trust the most, the ones that stick with you for life. When someone new comes along, I'm just listening. Very observant. Hey, how you doing? Kiss, hug, or whatever. But the lifers, you keep them. And someone who I think that's embedded in you when you're growing up too. Because one of the persons that embedded that in me was my grandmother. My grandmother could tell me, okay, that one over there, that ain't your friend.
True.
And then I'd just be looking like, and it turned out I'd be like, you know what? She was goddamn right.
She was right. Yeah.
That one over there, watch that one. She used to say, I'd be like, please don't do that. Please. I used to always say that, like 17, 18 years old, you say that. Like, why are you saying that? And then later on, you find that's why she said that.
I've been you and the lifers, I've been following you guys for a while, and I've always been like kind of amazed at 6 women together. You guys do almost everything together,
Literally.
right? You guys take your annual pictures together. You do your
That's cute.
you do your little traveling together. You maybe go on little trips together. You guys do all that together. But how do you build that without the group breaking up, right? That's I know somebody who has 4. I've never seen 6. I've seen 4, maybe 2, but it's just trust there. Or how did you guys build?
Absolutely, there's trust, and we allow each other to be each other.
That's important.
We allow each other. We don't stifle each other. We support each other. And we're not the yes friends. If it's something that don't look right, then we're gonna talk about it. And we respect each other's. I guess you could call it constructive criticism. They'll pull my coattails sometimes, like, okay, you just posting way too much on social media, Muff. Pull back, or take that picture down, or and I respect that. I don't want to be around a bunch of people that, if
Don't
I'm
hold
doing
you
something
accountable.
crazy, that you don't have. You can't talk to me about it.
Or yes
No.
people.
Yeah,
Just
the yes
yes
people.
about everything. Or let
No.
you look like a fool and don't say nothing.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So we're just very supportive of each other, good and bad, good and bad.
And I think that's just like, do you think there's a space where people have to decide they're committed to the friendship?
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Now, did you guys ever openly talk about that level of commitment? Or was it just an unspoken commitment?
I in this case, very unspoken, very unspoken. And like I said, it is rare. Like Tanya said, it is rare for you to have a group of ladies who are genuinely friends, because you do have, some friends that, I just
Six is a lot.
experienced someone that I thought was a great friend to me, and they showed me something different. And it's a little hurtful because I considered that person to be an awesome friend. But now, in hindsight, looking back, things that were said, things that were done, that person was not a great friend, and we're no longer friends now. And it's not that I'm mad at her or wish her, it's just that she has gone her way,
I'm
and
cool
I
on
have
you.
gone mine. And yeah,
I'm
and I
cool
don't.
on you.
I wish her well. I really do. But
Mhm.
you have shown me that you are not the friend. Like, I take my friendships
Me too.
serious.
I do too, and I think it's because are you an only child?
I am not.
Oh, okay. I think it's because I'm an only child, and my grandmother used to instill that in me that you're gonna need some friends that you can really trust, and she used to say that to me all the time, or and help me in that era of that's not a good true friend.
Right.
Friends don't do that,
Right.
or
Right. Right.
and so I think it's important to have a support unit. It's really important to have a support unit. And those that have been with you ride or die since like high school, junior high, and kindergarten, that's amazing.
Yeah. And that's what my
amazing.
mother, she named us. She was like, because we were just friends. We were just the girls from the Red Ties from
The Red
St.
Ties.
Mary's. And my mother, she was like, you know what? I'm going to name you guys the Lifers. You guys have been around each other for, and even like our parents, we do stuff with our, at some point we were doing stuff with our parents,
That's nice.
with our husbands, with our kids, with, I know every one of us knows each other's family down to the baby cousins. Like, and they look at us, they see us coming, like, here come the Lifers. Here come
like
the
that name.
Lifers. I love
I
my
like
cute.
that. That is
That's
beautiful.
cute. That's
so
really
it's
cute.
it's a beautiful thing to have, and it's actually it's quite comforting to have that that you have somebody or someone or a group of people that you can fall back on, because life is hard. Life is not easy, and sometimes you need somebody you can bounce some stuff off of
Without judgment.
without judgment.
That's
Or
the
who
key.
can say the right
Yes.
things. Like, sometimes you have those friends that'll say the wrong thing, and you be like, why would you say that? Why would you say that to me? That would hurt me, or something like
Right.
that. I've seen that happen before. But like you said, the ones that I have had for a very long time, no judgment. I'm not afraid that they'll say something, or I know their heart.
Right, and it's coming from a good place.
It's
Even
coming
though
from a
you
good
don't want to
place.
hear what maybe maybe what they're saying to you is uncomfortable, but you know
No,
it's
it's from
coming from a
the
good
heart.
place. It's not coming from a mischievous place, or it's not coming
Right.
from a hateful. I hate to say that word, jealousy and hater. Like, I
it's
try
out
to
there,
take
girl.
that
It's out
out
there.
of my
But those
vocabulary.
things are real.
They are
Those
real.
are
real.
They
spirit
are
carrying
real.
principalities.
Yeah.
Jealousy is the biggest. It got Beelzebub kicked out.
It got what?
It got Lucifer kicked out of heaven.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's no room for jealousy. What's meant for me is for me. God
And
is
what's
going to
for
make
you
sure I
is for
get
you.
my blessings,
Right.
and He's going to make sure you get yours. So why would I be jealous of what you have? But you have some people who just, it shows, and they can't help it. And when I see it, phew, I'm gone.
And there's a group of people for you. You go over there with those people.
Yeah.
Right. Because that circle kind of embraces themselves together, right? And so,
How do you deal with the pitfalls?
I think I've learned in life that if you know somebody's true intention in their heart, people make mistakes. People may say something today that they're in a bad way or something like that, but if they love you, they'll apologize. They change it. But I think that friendships really, relationships, whether it's your marriage, your children, your girlfriends, whatever, your siblings, they bring out the best in you. They're there to make you stretch to a better version of you.
And that's because they want
wanna
the best for you.
Because they truly want the best for you.
Right.
You stretch to a better version of you. I could say that even sisterhood with my daughter. Right? She's my daughter, but it's still like a sisterhood sometimes. And sometimes she'll say stuff to me, and I have to stop and pause and say, okay, I could have did that differently, right?
Or I
And
could have
dealing
said
with her,
that
I could have said that differently. But she knows that I'm her mother, and no one loves her more than me. And that, so my intentions were never bad, but sometimes as parents or whatever, you think that you're doing the right thing, and sometimes you don't know it until the person tells you you're not doing the right thing for them. And that's how you cultivate those type of friendships.
Right.
And I think a lot has to do is you are what you attract.
Yes.
So if you are a good person, you give out great energy, you got great karma. Like my kids tell me all the time, positive Patty. Like we'll be going in CVS and I'll see someone with a nice hairstyle or great outfit. I'm
That's
like,
so pretty.
I'm like, girl, I like your outfit. Okay, girl. And walk
your
right on
hair
into
or your
CVS.
nails.
Like
Right.
I can't hate on the next woman. I just can't.
Because the
Especially
road
a
is too
black
hard.
woman.
The road is too
Yes.
hard.
There's
I
no
feel
room
like
for it.
everybody else is against us. Why do we need to be against each
Each
other?
other.
But so many of us
Mm-hmm.
exist with that chip on our shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And I know all of you have been into those spaces, right?
Mhm.
You walk into a room and it's a lot of other women and you can feel
The
the
vibe
stare
is
down.
totally
You
off.
can
Yeah.
feel, you know.
What you do is you got to go in staring down right back.
See,
You
and I
do.
take a
in
different
that room.
approach.
When you go in that room,
See, I go in killing with kindness.
Me too.
I used to.
I go in killing with
used to,
kindness.
but
Hey,
after
how you
8
doing? Good morning. You let
years
people speak to you.
in radio, I'm gonna bring the Holy Spirit in with me. The first time at 180, I'm not saying I'm finna get down with the get down and be like my homegirl Evelyn and run across the table and bitch slap somebody. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that. I'm just saying, guys. You know what I mean? You don't think so?
No, I do. I just know, I think as I get older, my ideas about it change. When I was younger, I would walk into a space and I would diminish myself to make you feel comfortable
Yeah.
or for you to feel okay. Like Lori's not a threat, right? That Lori is, a member of the team, and then you can feel the energy go down.
Yeah.
Right. I think now we had a professor many years ago, Dr. Brown, who just would leave. If the energy felt weird, he just like, I'm out of here. I'm not teaching y'all today.
Yeah.
He wouldn't. He just would be gone.
But it's just.
And I think I'm in that space now. If I walk into there and it's just like, I
I'm
don't
not
have the
feeling you, I'm
energy or
out.
the time to make you. No, I'm just out.
But I kind of want to go
much
back to like
energy.
what you said. And Sheli, you said this to me, and I was just, okay, y'all.
I said that to you. What I
We
say?
ain't got too many minutes left. So I'm
What I
finna
say?
get real.
Okay.
Let's get real to the real deal.
What I say to you?
I'm finna get real,
What
y'all.
I say to you?
Okay, no, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. A few years back, you know me. Y'all know me. Always something going on, right? Right, dog. And you was like, you know what? You was like, Jackie, you attract that energy to you. I was going off one day, as always, and I thought about that and said it. We were just talking. Don't you? We were just talking, right? And I was like, okay, dog said that to me, like DAWG. And I was like, all right. You know how you say you take it in, right.
You
You
take
take
an
it
introspect.
in. You
Yeah.
take it in, like, okay, Jackie, maybe you need to, okay, relook, refocus. Okay, let me just keep my mind on where I'm going with this. Okay, so I said that, and then like you just said, Muff, attraction. Law of attraction. We were talking about law of attraction. Law of attraction. You said
Okay,
you can
I
attract
remember
that.
now.
Okay, you can attract that, Muff. I'm telling you. Sometimes you go into these moments, and I'm telling you, I've rolled out the red carpet treatment since I was 11 years old. And sometimes you got to flip that script because these people will run the heck over you. And I'm going to tell you one, and I'm going to tell y'all this story. You might know it, y'all might know it well. Talking about a sisterhood, and I'm going to put it out there because I'm the one living to tell the story. So, a friend, sisterhood I've known since I was 3. Count them, 3. And known her since I was 3. Friend, sisterhood, sandbox, dog, sandbox. I'm going to just speak it because it's my heart. It was hurtful. And so, well, anyway, my mom died in 2018. And so it was just shocking across the board. Not finna go there. But Sissy had to finally go home because she had been living down here. So Sissy finally going home. I'm going through life. What we going to do? Radio show. Is it going to last? Is it not? Am I going? Am I going to keep it? Anyway, I just said, F it. We finna do this. I put my all into it. I'm not going to put her name out there. But I had a really good friend I've known since I was 3. Right?
I know who
I
it
reached
is.
out to her and I reached out to her for some very specific reasons. They were medical related, very personal related. Again, 3, hopscotch. Best friend, little bitty, 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 bitty. And then we went to school in Compton. So Dickinson Davis, Compton High. Anywho, what you do is, if you were in the gifted and talented courses, you went on another track, and then some students went on the main track, and then the other students went on that track. So when I got up, I went on a different track. But from age 3 to age 10, 11, hopscotch, all that. So now I'm in the studio and am I going to keep this show? What am I going to do? I'm going to keep this show. So she lived like 10 minutes from the studio. Again, me and her now rebuilding, like you said, you just kind of jump in, and she was helping me. I was messed up. I was sick after Mama died. So she was helping me. She's my friend. We're helping each other. So it's like, okay, well, I'm not really doing nothing on Saturday nights. I'm just chilling up here in Inglewood, Mr. Nash spot. You just come on, roll through, right? And I don't have my mama no more because I was her primary caregiver. And so I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with all my time? So anyway, Lord, I put all my time into this show, right? So she was my wing woman. My wing woman. And this is my sister, right? I don't even mess around with other females because I got her. So this is it. This is it. This is it, right? So I'm like, okay, so me being nice, opening up, right? And it was all good. I don't hate it 1 minute. I don't regret it 1 minute. But then I gave her, I'm not lying, I gave her a voice, literally, on this mic. I gave her a personality, literally, on the mic. But she was also checking for assist. She would share stuff. She would put, not saying put me out there, share. Share, it don't take long to share a damn post, damn it. And she helped me build this motherfucker. I ain't gonna front. She helped me, and I helped her. We did it. We was friends, right? Quid pro quo, back and forth. But the Spirit of the Holy Ghost showed me that it was gonna twist. It showed it to me. I could see it. It already showed it to me. So when it started happening, I already knew it was coming. God had already told me it was gonna happen. And then after every show, we get in front of the, fun, having shenanigans. I'm just having a good time. And then she started looking at me funny. Now we taking pictures. Before it's me and her, I got pictures to show this shit. Yeah. 3, dog, 3. And then she started looking at me funny. And then she started, what are you wearing? How much weight have you lost? What are you doing to lose all this weight you losing? And I'm like, wait a minute, hold the fuck on. I mean, hell the heck on. You what? Now you asking questions?
She
trying to regulate? Then she
flipped.
started calling me, asking me for bread, yo. You started asking me for money. We done crossed into a whole nother
Another
My
round.
money?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. She was asking to
borrow?
To borrow, or
Cash app her money, and then
to be part of the show.
she wanted money and the show.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you didn't.
So then she started coming up in here like low key, high key, medium key, like trying to disrespect me, right? And I would sit there on the mic like, is she? Am I what? Like, all right then, dog. But you remember it, y'all. Do you do too? Big Joe came up there that night. It was in December. I took it for months.
I know the feeling.
I took it for months, right? Because the
think
show
we both have
and everything. But I'm like, my show is this day. Her little daughter was helping me and stuff. Now Lori's starting to get in because Lori's like seeing me change a little bit. But the show was rocking. I ain't gonna front. And Lori was like, and then everything I wanted, God gave it to me. Everything I wanted. Everything I've ever could even. But He gave me more than I ever would have thought. And then one day, my friend Linda K, you know Linda K. Linda K came to my show, right? And we get out the car, we in front of the radio station, and old girl, the friend, had this attitude looking me up and down, all strange. So to the point where my other friend, Linda K, could see the beef and the hatred coming out of him. And she was like, and what are you here for? And who are you? What do you do? What? Oh, you're just Jacqueline sidekicking. God dog, why did she tell that girl that? And I just looked at it, I let it go. Normally I would have been, oh no. I let it rise. This is what the world see you as. You still my sidekick. In my mind, I ain't saying that. Let it ride. And then after that, remember, Lord, all of a sudden she don't want to come no more. She backing up. She started acting funny style and shit, right? And then I had went up the road. Another dude had asked me to be on a radio show. So I did his show a couple times until he tried to get freaky with me. Then I'm like, I can't go back up there, right? And so everybody went, not her, but her. Why you don't do that radio show no more? So I didn't really, I be telling people everything. So anyway, y'all. She came into my radio show this morning. It was my birthday, December 7th. It was my birthday. We was on the air. She came up to the show giving me all this attitude, all this heat. She came in late. She came in tripping and stuff. And then she had a tendency, I'm going to put it out there, of sleeping with people's husbands. She liked it. She chose people's husbands on purpose. And you remember, because when we was in the studio, we was doing the shenanigans and we was finna go out on break. I said, all right, everybody, when we come back next week, y'all, we going to talk explicitly about women who sleep with other people's husbands. And this chick, she was at the end of the, at the thing, at the mic, and she looked at me and she was like, oh, we got outside, right? Remember, she would go out every time to break to smoke. This time, I took my ass out there. I ain't never, me in the room with y'all clowning. I went out there and I was like, what's up? Now I'm JackieRay all day, Compton in the house. What's up? Me and her both Compton. What's up? What's up? And she was like, what's up with you? What's up with you? And I'm good. Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, bitch, I will stomp, because y'all had, I remember she was, I will stomp a hole in your ass up to on La Brea. I mean, I'm not in here. You ain't ready, not in here, player. I pay too much money to Kevin. Lori, no, we're not doing that. Long story short, I tell you what, God said he prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemy. Why she in the grave right now? Saw her ass dead in the casket, and then from that I saw her be put in the wall. So that was a friendship, and she just goes. When I told her I was going to expose her ass, she never came back to that mother sucker. She never came back to that studio, and then 2 months later, she down the street with the dude that tried to rape me. But that's just what I'm saying.
Wow.
Well, what kind of friendship is that?
That's not a friendship.
So what do you do when friendships go to the left, to the left?
Because
they
that's
had
who she
the nerve to
was.
ask me to come speak at her funeral.
What?
Preach to the choir. Didn't they, Lauren?
Yes, they did.
But I think
And
what
was
that shows you is that women, you're so committed, and when people treat you a certain way, like, why they do me like that? I helped you so
I don't know
much.
if I brought that on.
Why
though.
would you treat
I don't
me
think you
like
did.
that? Why would you
That's
odd
who she
me out or
was.
something like
That's
that?
That's a clear case of not knowing how to be a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing.
She and people will do that too. They will disguise being your friend.
Mhm.
They will disguise being your friend. I was told that first rate from Gladys Strickland. They will disguise being your friend. They'll smile in your face, and all
That's
in the
terrible.
while, they will stab you in the back. And that is why I'm very careful with people. I don't trust.
They're
You know
just
that. You already know
collecting-
with me and trust.
They are.
They're
It
just
take a
collecting
long
info.
time.
Yeah.
They're collecting
Right.
info to possibly, and the friend that I thought was a friend, the minute that I exposed her for the things that she was doing to me, then it became everything that I told her. Well, this is why yo blah 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 don't do this, and so now you done took me to use me against me. These are conversations that I had with you in confidence. So now you take those conversations that I've had with you in confidence, and now you want to use them against me. But I looked at that as, that's you.
Right.
I'm confident with me. That's you. And then when you look at it and it's, the big picture, she doesn't have real friends. I was really one of her, I wouldn't say we were best friends. I would say
A good friend.
I was a good friend to her.
I have a question though, my friend. So, do you ever get red flags?
It's time, yeah.
And
Oh,
were you getting red
absolutely.
flags?
I got red flags that I
Red
didn't
flags.
know were red flags at the time. I see them now.
Right, on the other side.
Right. I see them
But
now.
ladies,
as
we're
red
going to have to
flags.
have a part 2 session because
okay.
we are over time.
Oh,
that is great.
I was like, this
We've
was
had a
Thank
wonderful
you. Thank you.
conversation
This
on
was awesome
sisterhood.
conversation.
Our part 2 will talk about how to establish those
Part 2
sisterhoods.
soon.
How to create those bonds, because we know in this era and this day and age, you definitely need them. And we have to look for wolves in sheep's clothing because those are there.
Yeah.
But
just gotta bait 'em.
Thank you guys
much
so
for
much.
joining
This was
us. We
awesome.
appreciate
This
it.
was absolutely
And as
awesome.
always, thank you,
Thank
ladies of the
you.
chat. We
Wow.
appreciate
Wants to
it.
come back.
That's right.
I would love to come back.
So we'll
so
see you
much.
guys next time.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.